YouTube. So I was watching a video this morning where the comment was made um, concerning waiting on God, that the only thing harder than waiting on God was not waiting on God. And I was going to respond to that in her comment section of the video, but that wasn't available to me. So, in frustration, here I am, and I'm going to make the comment that I would have made here instead. And that has to do with the very nature of the Adamic being, the natural self. What it is we're being saved from. There's an ancient writing, The Art of War. I think it's by Sun Tzu. Know yourself, know your enemy, all of that. And the truth is, I don't think most people really get what it is to be a natural being. When God is asked by Moses, "Who shall I say sent me?" They'll ask, they'll want to know your name. The response is, "I am." And what God is expressing in that is that he simply is. Names used to define people. We don't use them that way anymore, but they used to say something about the individual. He's saying, I simply am. The Adamic nature is, I do. I do. And this is the entire problem of our nature, is that we do. We can't not do. We insist on doing. Now, we don't simply exist together in a perfect harmony of existence. This is what God is. We do. And as soon as we do, we separate ourselves. We become a singular being, a one, rather than a multiple. We take ourselves out of coexistence and we become prime existence. This is why you can't save yourself. This is why when you can't stop sinning, you can't overcome sin. The very effort of doing that is a sin, becomes a sin. Buddhists, they try really hard to be good people. And, God love them. But the fact of the matter is that they become proud. They become arrogant and that they've achieved this. We all would. We all do. Christians do works, and as soon as they do those works, they want a little pat on the back for them. It is the nature of I do. So, what about waiting on God? That's the thing. If I'm in God, I don't wait. I don't need to wait. I'm already there. The individual, the being waiting on God, is an I do creature. They're waiting. The very act of waiting is doing. So you're already lost. The minute it's not that God wants you to wait on him. He wants you to recognize that you're waiting. Come on. I'm waiting here. How long will I have to wait? As soon as you step into God, as soon as you walk with the Spirit, you're not waiting anymore. You simply are. You can't choose to tell the truth. Because if you can choose to tell the truth, you can also choose not to. That's the option that you have to choose between. God can't choose to tell the truth. He is the truth. And we must be the truth. You can't choose to love somebody. Man, that's why it's so hard. Because you keep trying to choose to love somebody. You must become love. That must be your nature, as it is for God. And then you can love. Then you will love. You must love. You can do no other than love. That is what it is to be I am. You have to put off I do, but as soon as you try to put it off, you're doing. This is why the Christian method everywhere across the Western world is an error. It's a false, it's a dichotomy. You simply cannot be trying not to sin, because if that's the case, you are a sinner. The only way to not be a sinner, to be the new creation. That's what this new creation is about, by the way. That's the only way to salvation, is to become I am. And we can't do that. We can get closest to being by letting go of doing. But we can't do it on our own. We can't do it on our own. See? There is no saving yourself, because the doing is the problem. Anyway, I hope that kind of makes sense to some of you, at least. Yeah. See you later, YouTube.